Welcome to the Ramsey Smith Isnt Funny podcast.
What's going on?
Take two.
Yeah.
I accidentally... We have a guest.
Yes.
We have a guest. Should I sing the song again?
Yeah.
I need a Shiro.
Hey.
I'm holding out for a Shiro to the end of the night.
Hey.
And he's gotta say A, and he's gotta be brown, and he's gotta be fucking retarded.
Hey.
I need a Shiro.
I don't remember that. No, I only remember the Smash Mouth one and
The first Shrek one.
yeah, and I'm a Believer. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a Believer was definitely the staple, but I think Shrek 2 is the better Shrek.
Yeah.
It kind of it was superior. Maybe I just watched it more as a child.
Yeah.
But guys, welcome. This is the Ramsey Smith Isnt Funny podcast. This is the first official guest. My wife doesn't count. Fuck her. We got Shiro, everyone.
Yeah,
Shiro. How do you say your last name?
Kumara. It's Kumara. Yeah.
Okay. Is that what does it mean?
It's Sri Lanka. It's just.
I gathered
Kumar.
it was Sri Lankan. Yeah, I got that.
Just Kumar, whatever Kumar means, but with A.
What does Kumar mean?
I don't know. Like the the Portuguese ran Sri Lanka for a while. That's why you got dudes running around. Their names are like.
So is Kumar Portuguese?
No, they just added an A. There's people in Sri Lanka named De Silva or something.
Okay.
And they don't look anything like the Portuguese.
Like De Silva's, gotcha. But they're Portuguese.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a weird.
They
history.
were sneaky because they're such a small country now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, hey,
but they had empires. That's crazy. They took over you guys.
Yeah.
Is Sri Lanka an island?
Yeah. It's an island.
Nice, man. Nice. This is so good, guys. We had to get guests. I spent all this money on another mic and another cord because I had to get Shiro on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How much did How much did it cost?
How much did it cost? Altogether, I think it was just under, for just the one mic and a cord was just under 200.
Oh, shit.
So then, altogether, the setup's probably about, that was the audio interface was expensive. Nothing as expensive as that mic, but that's my wife's singing mic, and it doesn't really... It's not necessary for podcasts. It felt weird talking into a big dildo. So I recorded the first couple on that, but I thought it was unnecessary. I got these mics. Yeah. We used the mic you have was used for scruffies.
Oh, nice.
So that's pretty monumental.
Hey.
So Shiro, you're an open mic comedian.
Yeah. Underground counterculture.
Absolutely, man. The underground counterculture comedy scene of Canberra, everybody. You started in Sydney.
Yeah.
When did you start? I would have seen your first couple of sets, right?
Yeah. When was it? It was early... I don't know, it was a year and a half ago or something. Or I think I first did it early 2023, and then I didn't do it for a little while, a few months, and then
you came to Crown, and you're like, I'm gonna do this every week.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, my man. As you can tell, he's a great speaker. Now, all right. So you started in Sydney. You started doing Crown comedy. You're funny.
I don't know.
I remember you killing at Suit because you do a voice.
Yeah.
Which is basically, it's what you're doing now, but it's even more, I think.
Yeah. I don't do it as much anymore, but
okay. You have my favorite clip.
Oh yeah.
My favorite comedy clip.
Yeah, which
it's you just saying yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
It's you. I assume that was filmed in Canberra somewhere.
Yeah.
Shout out the room. Come on.
Hey. Beso run by Marky Worthington.
Oh, don't bring him into it. Come on. Don't bring someone's actual name into this.
Okay.
This is disgusting.
I'm sorry. I tarnished your name.
No, that's all good. And was that an open mic? Is that a lineup show? It's an
open mic. Cool. But I don't know. Apparently, a ton of people just showed up because they put it in some newspaper or whatever, or not a newspaper.
Open mic in the newspaper.
I don't know.
That's what they used to do. I was watching an old. You ever watch Louis?
Louis.
The Louis, his TV show.
Yeah.
That's made by him. Anyway, there's an episode where Doug Stanhope plays one of the characters who's like this suicidal comedian. It's pretty good. But basically, Stanhope is like an old friend of Louis. He surprises Louis at the cellar. And Louis is like, man, do you want to do a set here or whatever? He's like, nah, man, let's go to an open mic. So they get drunk and like while they're looking for open mics, like Stanhope has got a newspaper. And he's like, here we go on, 7th and Broadway. There's this at some shitty bar. So I guess before the internet, you just had it in the newspaper. But no, it worked. They put it in the newspaper and they got people to...
Yeah, or some internet news. I don't know.
Some poor people were watching the newspaper and they were like... Oh, we got to see Shiro.
Yeah. They were like, hey, they saw the lineup. They were like, hey.
So what? Because if you haven't seen it, go to Shiro. What's your Instagram? Plug it.
It's at shiro.help.me.
Shiro.help.
Yeah.
.me. Absolutely. I don't like listening to the recording.
It might change.
Okay.
Because I keep changing it. So
absolutely.
Just look up Shiro, and if you see a guy that looks like me,
Shiro.help.me. It's great. I'm going to. I'll put it on my Instagram. Yeah. So for the 10 people listening, they can go and find you. It's a video of you with a mic. You're not holding the mic, are you? The mic's in the stand.
Yeah, no, I'm holding the mic.
You're holding the mic, and it's you saying, go.
I'm just like, yeah. And
every time you say, yeah, there's just laughter happening.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that sometimes. When I can do it, I'll milk it as far as possible. But
so good.
There has to be actual laughter.
I've also seen you try to milk it.
Yeah.
And it's got nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really hilarious. Yeah. Because it's you just, and you've got this look in your eyes like, they normally laugh now. It's insanity. It's crazy, but that's my favorite clip. That's probably the best example of a clip like having the feel of live comedy.
Yeah.
Because most clips are like, here's a clip and enjoy it. Enjoy the writing, or even crowd work. It's like, here, enjoy the clever thing I said in the crowd work. Right, but that clip is you being like, hey, I have an energy that I tap into.
Yeah.
And sometimes the crowd is on my wavelength. And I just have to say, and do a weird little head thing, and they'll laugh.
Yeah.
And it's genuinely brilliant.
Yeah, the facial expressions are huge. I didn't realize that until recently.
You're more of a face guy. You're more of an act out guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, that's incredible. So, open mic comedian.
Yeah.
You work. We can't talk about your work. It's secretive, is it?
Top secret.
That's all right. We do have a lot of CIA agents.
Yeah.
I generally wouldn't be surprised if they have someone from the Mossad listening in this podcast, because the things I've said about Israel, and I've been very sympathetic to terrorist organizations. Anyway, we'll move on. Oh my fucking God. So, okay, so you've because you do the voice. I don't know if you do it much anymore. I remember there was a time where we were at a big sumo.
Yeah.
And you did your classic train bit.
Hey, yeah.
Do you do that still?
When did I last do it? I think I did it at the Brown show, the Cultural Multi show for Fringe.
Absolutely.
But then other than that, no. I haven't done that for ages.
It's pretty. It's about the voices on the train.
Yeah.
You don't drive?
No.
So there we go. A little look into Shiro's life. That's how he wrote it. He was probably on a way to. Where are you going to?
It's going to
Barangaroo.
It was
Lara.
From like a memory. I went to high school in Penrith, right?
Okay.
A selective school.
Oh wow, selective school.
Yeah.
What school?
It's Penrith High School. Yeah.
Oh, is that a selective school?
Yeah.
It sounds like just the high school in Penrith.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound too selective.
Yeah. It's not fancy, but yeah. What was I? Yeah. So I caught the train to school every day.
Yeah.
I think I just had like a memory of like some guy going like, "This train goes to Hadarabara."
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
I was like,
they can't always talk.
Yeah.
Which is fine because you have it. It's written there, but no, I understand.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good because I remember you absolutely killed with that bit.
Oh yeah.
And it was you were doing a lot of the, you were doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in the bit where you're like, this next train goes. The joke, by the way, is do you wanna give us summarize?
So the idea, the backstory is I'm on the train. Gotta give the backstory.
You're so efficient, man, in speaking, bro. You're so good at it, man. You're so efficient in giving. No, go. Come on.
The backstory is I'm on the train. On the train, trying to get to Wallara and.
Finish the bit. Come on.
Trying to get to Wallara. The guy on the train's like, this train goes to Borara. And then progressively gets more.
And then he really amps it up. So he's like, I'm trying to go to Wallara and I'm fucking. And then the guy comes on the speaker again. He's like, we're going to Borara. And he like starts chanting.
Yeah.
And I remember you doing this at Sumo and it absolutely just crushing. Like everyone was in it. Everyone was on your wavelength. And I remember seeing in your eyes, I don't know if you made this decision consciously, but I saw it happen. You said, I'm always doing the voice.
I think I might. I don't know if you do that. It's just like stuff. Well, early on, like stuff that worked. You go,
that's it. That's what I got to do. Because you don't understand comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're like, I just have to do this weird noise.
Yeah.
But it's about the energy in the room. It's about the writing. People have a and I remember from that, like all your sets after that were just so, like bad.
Yeah.
Because you were like, because you just opened up and you were like, before you said anything, you're like, ah! Like it was your first moment and they had no idea what was going on and who you were.
Exactly.
And I could see you keep on trying to hit that button and the audience just being like, what is happening?
Yeah. That's the thing. It gets weird.
It does.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
It is good. People have a visceral reaction to your comedy.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You know, this little place. What was it? Quakers. Quakers Hill.
Yeah.
It wasn't Quakers Inn. That's another. But it was at Quakers Hill.
Yeah.
And it was so it's out west.
Yeah.
When I got booked for this gig, I thought it was in the hills. Right? Which I guess it was.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
But the hills are meant to be. They're good. They're like rich people.
Yeah. That's
or like they're smart people.
Kind of. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like the hills is like. Here's my idea of someone that wants to live in the hills. Right? I can't afford eastern suburbs, but they are a professional. Right?
Yeah. Like
so. It's like we're not super rich, but we are a professional. We can't afford like by the beach, so we can't afford eastern suburbs or North Shore, but we are not Penrith people.
Yeah,
because West is like different. You know what I mean?
Hill.
Like someone that lives in the hills is like I'm not a bogan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not part of Hamas. I'm not going to live in Bankstown, right? I'm not like I want to live somewhere nice.
Yeah, you're talking like Cherrybrook.
Yeah, I'm talking Cherrybrook and like up sort of there, like up. Yeah, that's to me. That's what the hills kind of gives to me is like nice, like rich-ish white and Asian people.
Yeah,
because they're like I have a family.
Yeah,
and I want some space. So we can't live in an apartment in the city or in the east or whatever. Yeah, we're not going to live. We're not artsy. Right. We're not going to live in the inner west. We're not Westies, God no. Yeah. So we're going to be nice. But we go to this place we go to Quakers Hill, is that right?
Quakers Hill, yeah.
Quakers Hill, and it is just white trash. You'd agree?
Yeah. That's where I grew up. It's like there's different races. But like, that part of Quakers Hill, it's like near Marion.
Gotcha.
Like very, very white.
Really? Because I guess I didn't know that much about the hills. I just saw it as this. Because I would do, when I was doing my kids' party job, a lot of them were in the hills.
Yeah.
And whenever I went to the hills, I was like, this is really nice.
Yeah.
Like there's lots of greenery. And there's nice parks.
Yeah.
And all the houses were like, this is nice and a bit bigger than these people would have in the east. You know what I mean? I thought it was just all nice kind of families. But I didn't realize that there were parts of the hills.
Yeah.
This was ridiculous. It was white trash. It was filled, right? It was a huge... It was like an inn. So it was like bigger than like a pub. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a small pub. It was kind of big. How many people were there? 100? 120?
I don't think. Man, I don't know. Maybe
if you take into account all those seats, like what the front row is probably about 20 people in that, with all those chairs and shit.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'd say around 100, maybe a bit less than 100. Right?
Yeah. Maybe.
So 100 people. You can also tell how like. You walk into a gig, and depending on how many footy jerseys you see, it's like it's got to tell you a lot about what you should do.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know what I mean? If you walk into a gig and you're like, oh, fuck, there's like a 20% NRL jerseys in here, fucking, you better, don't be too smart. Do not be too smart. Do not be too artsy. Do not think you're going to get a round of applause because you tried to be gay once. You know what I mean? Anyway, that was a beautiful gig. I remember I went second.
Yeah.
And it was just like, the guy I followed like had a backpack on stage or something. I didn't really address it. Oh man, it was so weird. But I went second. It was like a lot of work, and then the night was rolling.
Yeah.
And then you go on.
Oh yeah. Crush. Yeah. No, that was alright. I don't blame. Oh yeah. What happened was we'll start for people that weren't. I mean, for the few people that weren't there. I mean,
he got booed off stage.
Yeah, it was.
He got booed like so quickly.
Yeah.
Because you were doing the voice. And they were just like, holy shit. And within, I reckon they gave you about a minute and a half or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Before they started booing. And credit to you.
Yeah. God
love to you. You continued.
Yeah. Oh, I don't blame the crowd. I mean, I blame the organizer. I mean, I don't think they really wanted to. Because
the crowd is the most hilarious thing to say after getting booed on stage. No, look, fair call to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, because I didn't think they wanted to be there. They were just dude just came in. He was like, "All right, now we're gonna do comedy." Like
he wasn't emceeing.
Yeah. Like
comedy emceeing. He was just there bringing the acts on.
Yeah.
He just kind of talked and then didn't really. It wasn't like, you guys excited? Are you guys ready to laugh?
Yeah.
Here's what comedy is. You know, he didn't address the fact that it was an open mic.
Yeah.
That he just got whoever the fuck signed up. Right. There were no women on that lineup, right?
No. It would have been fucking crazy.
That's the one show where it's like, it's good for the women that they weren't booked on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, normally you see an all-male lineup and you're like, someone's fucked up here, right? Like, this is a bit wild. What's it like in Canberra with the rules? Is it most of the because the open mics booked? You said. Are there that many show up on the night, or is it kind of like we'll put these 20 people on?
I don't think there's any show up on the night anymore. Most of them are like just cut off. So like whatever, however, like the first. Oh, so it's
15, first in best dress.
Yeah,
first 15 here get on.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
There's a few other ones that are like.
There's a couple curated ones. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And are they following the 50-50 men and women, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much, yeah.
That's good, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It is weird when an all-male lineup at the end of the show.
Yeah.
It is a bit weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that gets...
Because if it's a proper audience, there is 50% or more women in the audience.
Yeah, that's true.
And they kind of like, it's just been guys just talking about their dick, right?
Exactly.
And I love guys talking about their dick. But you need a palate cleanser. You know what I mean?
I've heard
or at least a gay guy in the middle there, right? Like in lieu of a woman, at least get a very flamboyant homosexual.
Yeah. I have heard that at shows where it's like a mostly male lineup. The women in the audience are like, "Oh, this is a sausage fest."
They do. They feel it. I was at a gig a while ago, and someone called it out at the end of the show. The host was being like, "Hey guys, thank you so much. Thanks for coming to whatever comedy." And then someone just yelled out, "Where were the women?" And then the promoter, who was like off to the side, like yelled out as well. It was like, they all cancelled. And it was like, they were all busy. And it was like, we tried, I promise. And it was like, all right, well, That was weird.
Yeah.
You know, that was a weird night. But hey, that's good.
Yeah.
So Quakers it. You get booed off stage.
Yeah.
You power through it. I'm pretty sure that the host came on stage
Yeah, I think.
and took the mic off you.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. That was incredible. Like, you were like, I'll do my fucking time.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Like,
Which is because he didn't even light you as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was lighting people with, or did he? I don't know.
He was lighting people.
But
I
I think he was just using his like.
He was maybe just using the phone, but I don't remember him lighting you. I remember him just being like, "What the fuck?" Maybe he did light you. Maybe you ran the light as well. But you were like, "Hey, I've been booked to do 8. I'm doing 8."
Yeah, bro.
Which is, I think, believe it, it's how you get better at comedy. I think, maybe.
No.
I don't know if you're evidence of that. But this gig was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, who else was Rohan on that lineup?
No.
No, he was on the second one.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess you weren't asked to do the second one.
No. I was doing. Yeah.
You were busy?
Yeah.
You were booked?
Yeah.
That was a Friday night gig as well.
Yeah. What happened to that one? Was it like?
Oh, I believe I didn't go to the second one, but I think the first one had all those people there, and then the second one had like half or maybe a third as many people.
Yeah.
It was just like scattered. It was just a couple people eating dinner.
Yeah.
And they did the comedy night, and the guy running it was like, "Yeah, I don't really care about this."
Yeah.
He didn't care about comedy. He was kind of like, "Man, I could make some money here." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to say it right away. You know when you
Yeah,
get that
I know.
energy, and you're like, "Just say you want to make money, so I can tell you that there's no
Yeah.
money. There's no money in me. That's for sure."
Yeah, I know.
Because he came up to me, he's talking about how he promotes all these music people. You know when people you're not sure if they're lying or not, but you're like,
I know. Yeah.
"Why?" But I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, "Man, I organized a tour for fucking Jimmy Barnes and fucking like all these big Australian acts." And it's like, brother, you're running the poker night at Quakers Hill. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? But anyway, so he was like, "Man, I want to take someone from like take one of you guys and like manage you guys to the top." And I'm like,
yeah.
"Yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool." Yeah, he was like that. And it's like, well, you got to wait like 6 years for any of these guys to get good to that level, because that's how long it takes. You know what I mean? The idea that you can take somebody and they don't know how to do comedy.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Yeah. I don't.
You don't know.
Like I said, I don't blame the crowd, because like that's Quakers Hill. Like I grew up, like I went to like primary school, right? Yeah. I was like 11 years old.
So you knew.
There was like there were kids that were like, yeah, my dad's in jail. Also, I've had sex and I'm like 10 years old or something.
Nice. Yes.
Like that's
Yeah. So they were pretty cool.
Quakers Hill,
It was all your friends and family. The crowd.
Yeah.
Like, we can't put up with this.
Yeah.
No. That's and I remember there was an old drunk guy heckling at the back. There were 3 really fucking drunk old guys in the back who were heckling from just the dumb shit to like pretty just racist stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like no irony, no funny, just being like, there's too many brown people. They weren't ready for brown people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fucking host didn't help. I don't know if it was your name or if it was fucking someone else's name, but he's like, I think it was Keanu, because his next game, I didn't even know where this guy is from. And I was like, brother, you are not helping this right now. This is incredible that you think you can take an artist that you were using their fucking thing that they do and being like, man, who knows where the fuck this guy. Anyway, it's a Kiemi Shushu, and you're like, brother, you're organizing the night. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, these people are spending their time to perform in front. Anyway,
Yeah.
it annoys me. It annoys me for people like you, the Browns.
Yeah.
When I hate that's fucking some. It's not rural people necessarily, but it's those type of areas where it's all white, and they want to laugh like at you guys, and I always hate that, and I always want to tell them to fuck off. But I also can crush there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what am I gonna do? But yeah, it annoys me. So yeah, those old guys. I remember doing it. I remember my wife was at that gig.
Yeah.
Because I think she was coming from like somewhere else out west. Like maybe her mum's place or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm doing this after, because I was coming after work. So I was after my kids' party. So I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to come to this gig. Do you just want to hang out for the night since we're in the same area?
Yeah.
And I think she got the train there. I was going to drive her home, whatever. So she was there and she was like, this is what the fuck? You know what I mean? And I remember I was with her, and I was like, I want to watch Shiro. I want to watch you in front of this crowd with all my mates, right? It's gonna be fun because she was having dinner on some other table other than the comics table. I'm gonna go over here, and then about midway through your set, I felt the thing that I had to do was get outside and not be in the room while just the insanity was happening because I didn't really feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So so and then she was very mad at me that I had left her to watch you get booed off stage. Yeah, man. It's pretty good. It's good. But anyway, I remember leaving that gig, and then as we were leaving the gig, we saw one of these old drunk guys who was also one of the things where, like, they're heckling, they're fucking up the show, but the bar's just like, well, they're regulars.
Oh, right.
So they spend money here. You know what I mean? So you're not, who cares? Like, fuck, your comedy does not matter at all because these guys are going to be here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And they're going to sing piss until fucking 9 at night. So so if you can leave, right? Eventually, I think they got kicked out because they were too drunk, or one of them did. And then as we're driving home, we drive past one of them is at a bus stop, lying face down on the concrete, just motionless. I don't know if he's alive. I don't know if he was dead. But it was a drunk guy who was like heckling. And I'm like, I'm not going to stop to see if he's okay. He was just in a straight line facing downwards.
Wait, what? Wait, a straight line?
Like he was just like this. He was like like on a plank just downwards, just like directly, like not even like passed out in like his arm wasn't up. He wasn't like twisted or anything. He was just there in a perfectly, like he fell that way. And it was just like his forehead was on the ground. It wasn't like he like turned like this. He was just down, completely motionless. And I'm like, what am I doing here? You know, like what? I've just done comedy to a terrible crowd. I don't know if I've learned anything. I've learned a lot about you, but like, I don't know if I've learned anything about why I'm doing comedy. I just had to listen to this fucking American guy just talk fucking who knows what he's talking about. And then this guy might be dead. And I don't know.
Yeah, could have been dead. could have died.
There's so many stories from this Quakers Inn. I could just get a different comic on every single week and we could talk about this gig. But crazy shit happens at open mics. What crazy shit? I think how do you feel about this? Crazy shit happens at open mics, right?
Yeah.
The comedy is never what people remember.
Yeah.
If the only thing that happened at an open mic was comedy, people don't remember it.
Yeah, right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In
Sydney,
in Sydney, maybe Canberra's good.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes something happens in an open mic, and it'll be the one thing you remember. Right. And it definitely wasn't someone's bit.
Yeah.
Right. It definitely wasn't someone doing a bit. It was someone who's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel that at open mics, I think it's several nights at like Crown or other shitty open mics, audiences have been there, the few people have been there, and I think you would be the thing they remember.
Oh, yeah. 100, yeah. That was what I was trying to do earlier. I think I was just trying to do like the craziest comedy.
You had a great bit, and I asked you to do it one time at a different gig, and you said, I haven't done it for a while, but I'll do it. And then you did it, and it wasn't as it was. It wasn't. You had this bit about coming on a bug.
Oh, yeah.
Was that the bit?
It's there's variations of that. Yeah, but there's one where it ends up. Yeah.
Because you had this bit. I remember at Crown where you were like, you're talking about how you got a disease or something.
Yeah.
I got the disease. I go, and it was like, I don't know if that was your version of AIDS or something, but you did this. You're like, I went, and you had this really intense face. And you're like, and then you're like, oh man, I'm fucking doing this and I'm fucking doing this shit. And then it's like and I see a bug and you fucking like jack off, and then you come on the bug. You do an act out of you coming on a bug. And the funny thing I remember was you used to go, and then you come with the bug, and you go, oh, fucking, you know what? What's up? The bug knows I'm going to come on it if it's there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a beautiful I think your comedy's kind of like jazz.
Yeah.
Like it's about what you're not saying. So when you do say things, it's beautiful.
Yeah. I remember. Oh yeah, that Crown fucked me up. That did that because that did really well at Crown. So I did it at like the other ones, and the people were just traumatized. People were
Absolutely.
like, "What
happened here?" Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's the reaction you give off. Because I feel like yeah. How do you feel that like you've been to you've done shows? Yeah, people have been to an open mic, and then afterwards, comedy's been like a month afterwards.
Yeah.
Someone, a co-worker or someone of their friends was talking about comedy.
Yeah.
And then they said, yeah, we went to an open mic and there was this brown guy who like came on a bug. It was really weird. Like you exist in people like that.
Oh yeah.
Does that ever freak you out? Where that the memory of you exists in people?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I don't think it that way. I think of the audience as just being like ethereal, like just beings, just like, you know, they don't have memory. That's how.
Yeah, I
that's
guess
how
that's
I feel.
probably a good way.
Yeah.
To
Machines.
handle it. But I always find it weird because I feel like, I don't know, I don't know how you feel, but most of your life, I don't think you want to be remembered.
Yeah, I think
Like
so,
like in day to day.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to go to the shops,
Yeah.
come home, what that take you, you know, it depends on how big. Let's say it takes you 40 minutes, right? From leaving the house to doing all your shopping to coming home.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a permanent memory in someone's mind while that's happening.
Yeah.
You just want to float. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly,
Like you don't want to be. You don't want someone to tell a story about how you fucked up at the fruit aisle. I don't know how you fucked up the fruit, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You don't want to slip on something, and then
Yeah.
then the fucking person working at Woolies when it's shift changeover, they go, "Hey, this fucking guy slipped in the fucking produce section, right?" But then when you do comedy, and you're like, do I want to exist in these people's mind, or do I just want, or are we just? Do you just chase the feeling of laughter?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you want to exist to grow, kind of an audience over the years, but also you don't want to.
Yeah.
Fucking.
What's your career goals?
I don't know. I'm thinking just I'll see the way that I do it is I just do it and then just see where it goes. Just try hard and see where it goes.
Cool.
And
would you say you're not too concerned with being a professional comedian?
Well, I wouldn't want to be like just as in like only comedy.
Is that do you want to do acting? Is that what you want to do?
No, I wouldn't do it.
Or do you want to write? Do you want to be a writer?
No, I would just like to just do comedy, just do shows.
You only want to do comedy?
Yeah, and like a day job, not like I don't. I don't want to like kill myself in the but like.
So you don't want to be a professional comedian?
No, not full time.
Not full time.
No,
you want to make a little bit of money from shows here and there.
Yeah,
that you can balance. You want some extra cash from comedy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Or like a remote job, a remote work job would be ideal.
Ooh, yes, that's fun.
And then
you can travel.
Yeah, and then I can travel, do
random shows and shit.
Yeah,
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
And that is just that ideal is your perfect work life balance. Is that right?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, that isn't a stepping stone to be able to grow your comedy and then to be able to tour and just have that, but you want to have a day job.
Yeah, because like I feel like if you just do comedy, unless you're like huge, I guess, and then it's different. But like realistically, like if you're I feel like it's just gonna be, I'm not gonna be able to handle it. I won't be able to like deal with just doing comedy by itself.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's good.
Yeah,
it's good that you're aware.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because that's cool. That's cool. So Canberra, are you So what is there's open mics that are limited to many sign-ups.
Yeah.
So is that a routine? Are you there first thing? You know, are you there right after work, being like, got to make sure I get this spot?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, like, cause it's well, you sign up before, so you already know that. You're
Okay.
on, but,
Oh,
like,
so they limit. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
So it is kind of curated or whatever.
Yeah,
What's the
yeah.
first? Is it the first? Is it how quick you are to sign up?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, for the ones that are just like.
And then
first
there's a
in,
couple of people who will get on if they
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. There's other
Interesting.
ones where it's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I said before.
Do you
it's
have any aspirations of doing your own? You want to do a show? You want to do a festival show?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. I could do because I don't have enough material that I like yet. But yeah, hopefully next year, I could do Fringe probably. You can do some. Pick some person.
I think you and Mickey would be
Yeah,
great.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You and
Maybe,
Mickey would be
yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah. And then Canberra Comedy Festival is like pretty. If you're a local, they'll put you on, like they'll give you.
Yeah,
a nice
gotcha.
venue
Canberra
and
Comedy,
shit,
yeah, fest.
Yeah.
I
which is,
can't
like,
imagine that's huge.
It's it's the biggest one in the universe, man.
I thought you were going to say something really funny then, but you didn't. Anyway, I thought you were going to say it's the biggest one in the ACT, which would have been a really funny thing to say, but you didn't.
Yeah. Well,
You just make noises.
yeah.
You're a big noise guy.
I'm that's a lot of. A lot of sounds, sounds and facial expressions and that. And
Would you
things like this,
describe your comedy as alternative?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know. I would describe it as unique. I'm trying to.
You're a
unique.
brand.
Yeah.
There's a Shiro brand.
Yeah, I don't want to like take myself too seriously, but it's like. Yeah.
Oh, but that would be so funny if you did.
Yeah.
If you got off stage and you were like,
like,
oh, fucking came on that bug, and then you got off stage and you were like just in your notes, you know what I mean? Just being like, fuck, that's got to get tighter, I got to cut that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you were like if you got off stage and like some fucking new comic there, it's like, look, man, you just got to keep on hitting those mics, man, and you'll maybe you get to my level, you know what I mean? That would be really funny.
Full get like an ego. It's like, well, what the fuck, man? I don't get.
Oh, that's hilarious, man.
No. Yeah, it's.
That'd be great. You should be walking around with a huge ego.
Yeah.
Unjustified open mic egos are pretty funny. I really like them. I really enjoy them. When people are just like the biggest cunts and you're like, excuse me? Like, what?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Yeah.
Did you do Raw?
No, I didn't do Raw.
You didn't do Raw. You didn't think you were ready.
No. Well, I'm not what they're looking for. I'm just like, I think it was out of state as well at that point. I was
gotcha.
Like, but you
should try You could get through Canberra, surely.
I don't know. Maybe maybe I don't know. I'll see. I'll see. I've got time.
It's a good gig.
Yeah.
I'm not what they're looking for either.
Yeah. No, you got to the finals and then.
Yeah, I know. It's but I'm not what they're looking for the nationals.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. Can we talk about misrepresentation in comedy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
All right. Okay.
All right. So raw comedy.
Yeah.
Right? Raw comedy markets itself as the biggest open mic ever.
Yeah.
So the idea is that it should be a representative of who the best open micers are in the country, right?
Right.
So in the national finals, they had 2 people from each state. There was there were maybe like 20 people.
Yeah.
Right? There was one white man. Okay?
Yeah.
Does that 1 out of 20? Is that the ratio of white guys doing comedy?
No, but I mean that's
you know what I mean?
I mean,
like it's a weird thing to be like. Here's this thing that is let's be honest, is skewed. It's definitely male skewed.
Yeah.
Right, and then it's definitely probably I'd say white and browns are pretty. They're the main people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's like we only got one.
Yeah.
And apparently he was a dick. I don't know. I didn't see the video. I don't want to disparage this guy who I might meet one day. But you know what I mean? Apparently he was like apparently like his thing was that he was a bit arrogant.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, who cares, I guess.
I think they have... I mean, I get it. They have, like, a particular show that they want to put on,
but it's like... I shouldn't talk too bad about the one avenue to be a professional comedian in Australia. It's probably a bad thing. Although I'm getting out of here. Anyway. So Canberra... Sri Lanka. Were you born in Sri Lanka?
Yeah, I was born in Sri Lanka during the Civil War era.
Oh, wow. That is Civil War. Who was the Civil War between?
It was was between what was like so there was like a rebel group called the Tamil Tigers, and then just like the Sri Lankan government.
Go the Tigers. Go the Tigers.
Yeah.
The Tamil Tigers.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like a footy team. That's so hilarious, bro. Go the Tigers. Hell yeah, brother. Up the Tigers. All right, so it was the Tamil Tigers and the, what was it?
Just the Sinhalese. The Sri Lankan government.
Sri Lankan government.
Yeah.
So, and what was the Tamil Tigers? With what was their differentiation, or was it just a different group? Was it a religious divide? Was it
It was a
ideological?
Like, pretty much ethnic. Yeah.
It was an ethnic divide.
Yeah, so it was like two main ethnic groups in Sri Lanka. There's Tamils and Sinhalese.
There's Tamils and Sinhalese. The Sinhalese were in power.
Yeah, or kind of.
Or the government wasn't officially Sinhalese, but there were Tamils who felt like they were underrepresented. And what are you?
Sinhalese.
You're Sinhalese. Okay, cool. Who won?
Sri Lankan government.
Sri Lankan government won. Okay, so they squashed out the Tamils. What's the divide? Is it half? It's who's got the majority there?
It's like a minority Tamil and majority Sinhalese. There's also like the Sri Lankan Muslims, which is like their own ethnic group kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know what the history of it's like the natives as well.
There's because I guess are the Sinhalese, like, did all these different groups at one point emigrate or colonize what was native Sri Lanka? Like, did you guys come over from India or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. The Tamils. So the Tamils are like, they came from like South India at one point. I think Sinhalese came from like North India. The myth is fucking it's fucking weird. The myth is that the Sinhalese people like someone fucked a lion.
Okay.
And that's how the Sinhalese people were made.
Is that a Sinhalese myth?
Yeah.
So the Sinhalese myth is that you guys are products of incest.
Yeah. Well,
not incest, sorry. Bestiality. Yeah.
That's.
So the Sinhalese myth is that you guys are products of bestiality.
Yeah.
And that's your guys' mark of pride.
Yeah, If you go there, you ask people, they're like, yeah, the Sinhalese people.
Man, my great granddaddy a lion. God damn it. Okay, we was lions and shit. That's incredible.
Yeah. Well, look, man.
That's
it's good to be a product of the
of bestiality.
A
man fucked a lion or a woman fucked a lion?
It was a woman.
A woman got fucked by a lion.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I don't know the history of that. Whoever first came to, it's partially true except for the lion fucking part, but like someone came to Sri Lanka from like mid to North India, and then
they came from India. They fucked. Are there lions in Sri Lanka?
No, I don't think so. It's like
did they used to be?
I don't know. I think it's like a myth, like a South.
Because everywhere likes lions, but I feel like maybe there aren't as many lions anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Italians have they're big into lions.
Oh, yeah,
apparently, there used to be Italian lions.
Yeah.
And someone killed them all.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
Yeah.
Fucking somebody making some gabagool.
Hey.
Hey, I'm eating a lion over here, buddy. Hey.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking lions. All right, so so you were born during the Civil War. Did you guys leave due to the Civil War?
Yeah, pretty much, because it was getting too
too hot and heavy,
Yeah,
that's right.
So left.
It was like the Tigers were in the grand final, and it was like the oh man, and so the Tigers lost.
Yeah, pretty much.
Much like in the NRL. That sucks, man. It would suck to be if you were a Tamil living in Sri Lanka, and you're like, man, we're losing the Civil War. I'm going to fucking go all the way. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave Sri Lanka. I'm going to start a better life. You move to Australia, right?
Yeah.
You move to Campbelltown, right? You become a Tigers fan, and you were like, at least now we can win. And then they've been the worst team for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. A lot of Tamils moved as well because
Of course,
Sri Lankan
yeah.
government was
You
going
lose,
crazy
you lose a
doing,
civil war,
you
you
know,
get out of there. That's how it works.
there
All
was
right.
A lot of bad shit. But yeah.
Definitely. Was there a genocide?
I don't know. Not really a genocide. Just like people getting.
Just people getting fucked up.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
The Tamils, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so you moved. So what age did you move here?
Well, yeah, I think, how old was I? I think it was like 4 or 5 or something. And then I moved around, moved to all these weird ass places because my dad was an engineer.
Okay.
But he had his engineering degree was from Sri Lanka. It was from like some weird.
Yeah, we're not having Sri
university,
Lankan
yeah.
engineers over here.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
On your resume, it's just.
I'm sure you guys could design a
some
Metricon home,
university.
but yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. So, what, you moved around a lot because
Yeah, just because like my dad was trying to find jobs and better jobs. And
he was
stuff,
just so he was kind of starting from scratch, just doing like I'll do whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I was in all these country places for ages. I was in like
Wow.
fucking.
Well, I guess there's jobs there.
Yeah.
That seems to be the way it goes.
Yeah. I think if you get like an engineering degree, you don't want to stay there. You don't want to stay in the country. You want to go to like fucking.
Yeah,
place,
that's weird. Yeah, because I remember work with this guy from like Argentina who was a engineer and architect or something crazy like that, and then he was just working with me as a barista.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, if you have you make like an engineer's wage, and you work for your entire, you have to work for, 200 years, and then you can afford to buy a house. It's just fucked. But yeah, it's weird. You have this you have this super hard and successful career to leave the country and not do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
much,
That's the goal of getting the career. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what country towns?
What was it? It was like there was Grafton. I don't know because we only stayed there for like 6 months at a time.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Grafton, Moree.
Okay.
I think a few others.
The Moree Rams.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
I don't know. It sounds
just
like
a local footy team.
Ramsey.
I don't know. Hey! I'm sorry. All right. So did any country stuff stick with you? Do you
no, it was
any
alright.
good memories?
Just remember skateboarding and
You a
riding,
skateboarder?
Yeah, for a while. Just
Was that how
riding
you
bikes.
kind of socialize? Because you're going around everywhere, so you're like, I'll skateboard at the skate park, and then I'll
meet
meet some other guys, and
yeah,
they'll
much.
beat the shit out of me for being
Yeah.
brown, and then that's how you make friends, I
Yeah,
guess.
pretty much. Yeah, just and what else?
So was that hard growing up, moving around? Was there an age where you settled in an area?
Yeah, well, so, we settled in Quakers Hill when I was 10 or 11.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I don't know, it was weird. It wasn't hard moving around. I didn't see it that way, but I reckon now as an adult, because I have to keep moving around.
Yes.
Shit, I reckon that's why. I think it's because I did when I was a little kid. So
So you are reflecting that now, where you're I've got to move, I've got to change scenery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even in Sydney, I moved around.
You checked out you went to all the different suburbs. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very curious. So you have a psychological. You don't know how to find home.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's that you were able to create home in yourself.
Yeah.
Because of a necessity for it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So it's I don't need it because I don't know. I'm kind of the same. I don't know. I just think I got bored in my hometown.
Yeah.
So I don't have that much desire to be home. Right? I don't mind moving. Obviously, we're moving to the UK as well. My wife has it more where she really wanted to make the house we're in right now. She want to make that a home.
Yeah.
I just want a place to sleep.
Right. Yeah.
Right? That's the difference. I just need a place to sleep. Do you feel that way? You just need a place to sleep?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So Sri Lanka. Okay, so you settled at Quakers Hill when you were 10, just moving around a whole different places. And then I guess 10 was an easy way. 10 would be an easy age to make friends and make a friend group. Did you find that, or was it a bit more set and you had to crack it?
No, it was alright. Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
just
good.
some friends, yeah.
That's good. Because I feel like, then what? Because that's before you go to high school.
Yeah, yeah.
And then high school, there's going to be a reshuffle of friend groups. You can.
Yeah,
You can,
pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can
just
slide in there and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I remember I liked making friends with the new people in high school.
Yeah.
Because like they didn't know that I was a loser yet.
Alright.
So it's like, oh, no, I'm being nice.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, you don't know
that
I need you as a friend.
Yeah.
They think I'm being nice, and I'm like, hey, come on. I wasn't that much of a loser, but you know, but just a fun little thing. Okay. Oh fuck, man. So that's Shiro.
Yeah.
Do you have any crazy open mic stories from Canberra or anything?
It's honestly they're pretty.
It's just
good.
people working on material.
Yeah, they're good. Like it's yeah. There's no. Yeah, the difference is that the Sydney open mic scene is just like a fucking crazy freak show.
Yes.
Like there's a bunch of us that go regularly, and then there's like,
yeah, of course. There's
like just
the freak will just roll in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that because? I wonder why that is. I guess with Canberra, it's like obviously that you said like it's first and best dressed, but they are selecting.
Yeah.
So if a guy comes in and is just an absolute nut job,
yeah,
you can just go, well, I just won't.
Yeah.
This guy just won't get on.
Like,
Which is smart, but I guess you miss out on that beauty. But I guess it's also if you actually have audiences that are good, you don't need crazy shit.
Yeah.
Crazy shit is a thing that I feel like in Sydney you grab onto. Maybe not so much now, but back in the day, I feel like when we both started, the open mic scene was just you'd perform in front of like 10 people for the whole week. You would do 4 to 5 open mics.
Yeah.
And there'd be 10 people across.
Oh, yeah.
Across all those 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, how many people performed this week? I performed in front of 10. You know what I mean? There was 3 at one gig. There was 0. There was 0. There was 2. And then there was 5. And the 5 one was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like every night's horrific. You're not really getting feedback on if material works. Yeah. So you're like, hey, at least that guy sucked. And then the guy after him went crazy on him and told him to jump out of a window or something. Because that's the beauty of comedy, I guess. But also, I think there's beauty and there's true art in that.
Yeah.
Do you think you do art?
No, I don't. No, I'm just a clown. I just see it that way.
You're a clown.
Just a clown. Yeah, clown for adults.
You're just a clown, man. A clown for adults.
Yeah.
I think you'd be good for children. Clean Shiro. They do that at festival shows. You know that, right?
Yeah.
At the big Melbourne Festival, they have like kids' rooms. And I think, I'm guessing it's just if you want to make a bit of extra cash or some bullshit.
Yeah.
They say like, hey, if you're a fucking comedian or like a sketch group who can even remotely go clean, come and do 45, come and do 20 minutes. Have you seen Auntie Donna do it for children? Do you know Auntie Donna? Do you like them at all?
I don't, I mean, I think I've heard the name. I don't know.
Really? You should check out Auntie Donna. Weird noises. It's great.
I don't. Here's the thing. I'm fucking bad at connecting names and faces. I'm sure I've seen that person.
It's not a person.
Oh, it's not a person.
It's a sketch group.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, beautiful. I don't Check out Auntie Donna. It's a sketch group. They do like really weird shit, but like they're funny. I really like them. A lot of comics. They don't like them. It's too silly. Yeah. It's too silly for a certain raw national finalist. Who hates them and makes fun of me for liking them. Anyway, it's too silly for him, because I have 2 jumpers that are Auntie Donna jumpers. Yeah. And every now and then I'll wear them to an open mic, and he'll be like, "Oh, fuck, you want them to? What do you like silly noises and stuff?" I guess anyway. But they do a thing where they were like in front of all these children, and they're doing their sketches, and their sketches are like very silly. But there's a solid comedic idea in there, I guess. Yeah. And then it's like the kids are just like, oh, it's energy and it's noises, and they love it, and they're throwing popcorn. And it's like, I guess if a kid throws popcorn at you, you're kind of crushing.
Yeah, right. Because they want to eat it.
They want to eat it, but it's also like it's just them getting excited to the point where they have to like throw or punch something. Oh man! All right. Final thoughts, Shiro. Anything you want to promote? Anything you want
to... touring. Yeah. gonna announce some tour dates. No, I'm just joking. No.
What are you talking about?
No.
Are you doing the laugh in while you're here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Chaos. Yeah. If you wanna, I don't know. Yeah. If you wanna see that.
If you want to use all of the information you just got from Shiro to find out whatever the fuck he was talking about, you can go and do that. All right, guys. I'm probably going to be doing a fringe show in Perth, and then so that's probably will be around February. So stay excited for that to be announced, and there'll be some more shit.
Yeah.
Shiro, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Let's shake hands.
Yeah, man.
All right.
It's good.
Good night, Australia.
Yeah.